keep the music playing.
From the News 10 newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. We have an update in a case where multiple dogs were found dead and in deplorable conditions at the Marlin Animal Shelter. Now, the police chief, James Hummel, has been arrested and charged with third-degree felony, cruelty of non-livestock animals, and 9 misdemeanors. So at least 2 dogs at the shelter died last year. Following the discovery, residents have been routinely holding demonstrations calling for justice. Back in June, the Texas Rangers stepped in to investigate. Nicole Grams, who was in charge of the shelter, has also been arrested. She faces 1 felony. And if you don't have plans this weekend, check this out. Motown is expected to take over East Avenue D in downtown Killeen tomorrow. The event takes place from 4 to 8 p.m. It's free to the public, and it'll be located in the heart of historic downtown Killeen. It'll offer music, fun, nostalgia. From the News 10 newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
Central Texas's weather is ending out the month, the work week, and the wintertime season with a whole lot of warmth. Although this morning, we are watching out for a little bit of some chilly weather out there. 30s and 40s out the door this morning. We'll turn to sun-splashed skies, boosting our high temperatures into the mid-70s this afternoon. We're back down only to near 50 degrees tomorrow morning, and then back up to near 80 in the afternoon. A very warm start to our weekend. We'll cool off a little bit on Sunday with a few extra clouds, mid-70s for highs, with some late afternoon and evening rain chances. Most of us, though, staying dry with only a 20% chance. Next best chance for storms coming on Tuesday. From KWTX, I'm First Alert meteorologist Sean Belliff.
Rise and shine, everybody. We're here at the Zack Owen Show. Let's start the day by honoring America with the singing of our national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Starting March 3rd, the Zack Owen Show Live is moving to the Backyard in Waco. The Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill is located at 511 South 8th Street, Waco, Texas, 76706. Come be a part of the live fun. Watch in person or online. March 3rd, 2025, live from the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, Waco. The Zack Owen Show live and in person.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a Friday morning on the Zack Owen Show. My name is Chris Lowe. I have had the absolute pleasure of hosting the show all week while Zack has been on vacation. But, you know, as they say, all good things must come to an end. And not only is my run coming to an end today with today's show, but Zack's vacation is coming to an end. He's got to get back to work next week. But we're really excited to have Zack back. I think we have a video message from him later in today's show. Excited to hear from him on that. But first, before we get going, I want to definitely thank our sponsors, Weichert Realty, Eastland Group. We appreciate them for all they do for helping us make this show possible. And of course, the very important Be Kind Coffee, 1534 Washington Avenue. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can check them out at BeKindCoffeeCrew.com. Thank you for the delicious brew that gets us going every morning. Folks, we got a great show today. In the second hour, I've got my great friend Brian Grace coming in with some live music. If you've never heard Brian's name before, he's been in the music scene for quite a while up in Colorado and Texas, kind of all over the place. Asked Brian to come in this morning. Really excited for you guys to get to know him and hear some of his music and some of his stories. But in this first hour, I've got a very good friend of mine. Let's face it, he's a brother from another mother is what he is. This guy right here has a story to tell. I think it's going to be entertaining to you. I love hearing his stories, love spending time with him. I'm going to welcome in my good buddy, Mr. Jeff Aguirre, right now. Jeff, come on over here.
Hey,
get behind the desk. How you doing, brother?
How you doing, brother?
I'm great,
Good
man.
to see you, man.
Good to see you as well.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad you made it, man. Friday morning, the sun's shining. We couldn't have a better morning than, I think of last Friday morning. It was a little bit different weather that we had going on, didn't we?
It was very frigid.
Yeah.
And we still made it out that night and had a good time, watched an outside show, froze, but we had a good time.
You know what I did last Friday night, and now that you say that, Jackie and I made it out to a Lorena High School soccer game against Robinson girls, and yes, we froze. Well, no, we didn't freeze. The girls out on the field were freezing. We were in sleeping bags. We were actually kind of comfortable up there in the stands.
It's like sitting in a deer stand. You'll find a way to
there
get
you
warm.
go. You'll find a way to get warm. Well, Jeff, I'll just kind of kick it off like this.
Before we get going,
Yeah.
I want you to know you put me in a hot seat.
I did.
Yes. Being here this week,
Okay.
I watched Russell. I watched the coach.
I know what you're gonna say.
And then yesterday you had on J-Lo.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
am I supposed to cover?
Well,
how am I supposed to follow up on that?
And you know what? You're exactly right. I told Jackie this morning when I was getting up and coming in, she wasn't quite getting out of bed yet. She was taking her time. But I said, "Dang, babe," I said, I feel like I almost had the best yesterday.
Right
and
in the middle.
And she goes, "You're having Jeff on," and I was like, "Well, I know, but I got to be a good husband here," and no. But it was it's been a great week. Some great stories told. I really feel like one of the things I tried to bring this week, subbing for Zack, is just not only entertainment-wise. Hopefully, it's been entertaining, but also informative. Let's get to know certain things going on in our Waco community. People are watching on YouTube wherever. They can watch it across the globe, and hopefully they are. But that's one reason I brought you on, because a lot of folks here in McLennan County are going to recognize your name because you recently decided to, I guess, take a step into the political realm, if you will, and ran for sheriff of McLennan County. that was, we're going to talk a little bit about that. You know, Parnell ended up winning that election and is still our sheriff here in McLennan County. And I just want to kind of get to know about what called you to that. But first, before we get there, I like to start off each show with a little scripture and a prayer. That's just, we got to give glory to God. We were just talking about that right before we got on the air. Today, I chose Romans 5:8. This just hit me this morning reading my devotional. It says, "But God demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners," which we are, "Christ died for us." Let's pray. Dear God, thank you for this day, Lord. We just thank you for the beautiful sunshine that we have, Lord. We just thank you for another day to rise and shine and just breathe air into our lungs and know that you have given us the ability to live and to serve others, Lord. We just ask that you just bless us all through this weekend. Wherever anyone is that needs to be touched by the gospel of your Son, Jesus Christ, I ask that we can be instruments for that and be unashamed to do that. Lord, we ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, brother. Well, hey, let's talk about that. Let's talk. What called you into the realm of deciding to go into?
You know, that was just a product of my career.
Okay. Start with that. Tell everybody kind of your background.
Man.
I should have said that. Tell everybody your background. How that kind of got there.
You know, it's a long one. It's started in 1998. I was hired by the Hewitt Police Department. I was there for about a year, a little over a year on patrol.
Okay.
And then I was sent to the sheriff's office to work for the multi-jurisdictional task force. It was called Agripplex Drug Task Force, made up of, 8 or 9 different agencies within McLennan County and surrounding counties. And that was at the height of the meth lab thing. You know, meth labs transitioned from old chemical P2P cooks to what we call the bathroom dope, the Nazi cooks. They cooked it with anhydrous ammonia, ephedrine. So the reason ephedrine's locked up at the HEB. You can't get to the ephedrine.
Yeah.
So we, at one point, we had 1 year where I think we did more meth labs than there were days in the year.
Wow.
And, it's
crazy.
Roger Leach used to say they're all toxic, corrosive, and explosive. And they'll all give you cancer. So we're not there yet, but hopefully not. We did that till 2006, and then our funding folded. When our funding folded, all of the agents went back to their parent agency. And
so that was a conglomerate of like, I'm just putting together the picture. Like you guys were on one force, but you might have had Lorena, you might have had Hewitt, you might have had. So there were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lorena. I'm sorry. It was Hewitt, Bellmead, Robinson. Limestone County, Falls County, a lot from the sheriff's office. We had everybody had. They didn't really have a TFO program, but we all had contacts within the feds. We all worked with an individual agency. Somebody might have worked with ATF. Somebody might have worked with DEA. Somebody with IRS. We were very, very productive in what we did. Learned a lot.
Okay.
Learned a lot. Prior to our funding folded, obviously Katrina had happened, and we did an operation down in New Orleans. A group of us did, and my boss at the time, John Haygood, ended up meeting with some Blackwater guys, and they talked him into doing a contractor job in Iraq.
Wow.
Yeah, so when I went back to my parent agency, I explored what that looked like for me to take a contractor job. And it took a lot of praying, a lot of discussions with my wife, and a lot of introspective soul searching, and ended up getting a contract in Afghanistan. I went to Afghanistan for a little over 4 years.
Okay.
Transferred out of Afghanistan, thought I was making a good decision, getting closer to home. So I got a contractor job with the it's under the umbrella of the government, but it was with the United Nations, and that was disastrous.
Where was that?
Down in Haiti.
In Haiti.
In Haiti. Haiti was tough. You know, the borderline civil war. They had already had economic collapse. They had had the big earthquake, which pretty much leveled the city, or the entire country. It was bad. It was bad.
Wow.
And as a member, I hate to say as a member of the UN, we were contractors working for the UN, but we lived on the economy. We lived in shanties, we lived in huts, we lived in villages. Some people lived in the city. We all bought groceries off the market. You never knew what you were going to buy.
Wow.
Number 3 country in the world for kidnappings at the time. It was
So you basically just morphed into
the
society there.
The society, yeah.
Wow. So when you say you go to Afghanistan, you're working for this, and then going and working private, but for the UN, what's your role? I mean, is this still drug-related type roles? What are we talking about?
Yeah, for the most part. And I was fortunate that both of those stints lent to me coming back in 2013.
Okay.
For the sheriff's office in not a leadership role, but we stood up the what's called the organized crime unit, and it was basically it was a mirror image of that old task force that I'd worked for.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then ended up going to the DA's office in 2022. But my stint in Afghanistan was based on the skill set that I have, which is intel and informants. We worked alongside programs like the Poppy Eradication Program, which was a government funded program where the Afghans, because of the Russian invasion, didn't let people spray in their country. So they went out, hired Afghans to go out and destroy poppy fields, one plant at a time.
Wow.
And they just go out there and they just chop them, pile them up, and then burn them all.
Burn them up.
So we worked alongside programs like that. We did a lot of intel work where we would in that culture it's not very common, but to get informants, to get people to tell on their own people about bomb makers and poppy growers and insurgents, and we worked alongside the military. So a lot of us were embedded. We weren't enlisted, which means if the military rolled, we rolled. If they ate, we ate. When they slept, we slept. So we were very fortunate in that aspect that we had the coverage that we needed to try to remain safe, or at least remain in the fight when anything bad happened. But we also got to do a different job than the military, because the military couldn't work with civilian forces.
Right.
So we would work with the civilian forces, they would work with the military forces, and then our units would liaison in the middle. We'd bring stuff to the table.
So we've been talking about connecting dots all week. I talked with Russell Clay about connecting dots. I talked with Reese Flood about connecting dots. Mike Cadell connecting dots. Even a little bit yesterday with Jackie Lowe. And here we are again, Friday, talking about how your role helped connect the dots between civilian activities and the military roles, and then that just helped you guys do a better job, I guess, all together. I don't have a military background. I don't have a law enforcement background. I may or may not have been introduced to some law enforcement in my younger days, but let's just say I'm glad to know law enforcement better the way I know them now than maybe back in the day. But I watch a lot of TV, and I see it seems like these different divisions or different organizations on TV. They don't, we're this, we're that. There's not a lot of that getting along or whatever. Is that like just made for TV stuff? Is that something you have to kind of really work on for the departments or the organizations to work together?
It's an alpha-dominated job. It's a alpha-dominated field. Everybody wants their way. Everybody knows the best way. Everybody want their name on the wall at the end of the day. Some guys have the "I love me" wall, and they take pictures of their accomplishments. I'm not one of those guys.
Yeah, I know you're not.
But it does get contentious at times. But for the most part, we're all cognizant enough to know that we're there for the same reason, and that's to put the bad guys in jail, make the community safer, and to be successful at what we do. And because we're success motivated, we're success driven. At the end of the day, we all have a level in us to concede. We all have a little bit of concession in us where I'll give this up if you'll give that up, and then at the end of the day, we're going to achieve what we set out to achieve. And that's what it's all about.
That's awesome, man. So let's talk about the here and now. You have the position that you're in now. You're working with our great DA, Josh Teetons, here in McLennan County. And you were telling me, I was like, what exactly is it that your role is? And you said it's part of the Texas Anti-Gang Unit for McLennan County DA's office. Yeah. Tell us about that.
So a few years back, the governor set out an initiative to do what's called TAG, and it's Texas Anti-Gang. And he put a few of these offices across the state, and we're fortunate enough to get one. I say fortunate enough. We need one.
Okay.
So we were blessed.
We wish we didn't need one, but we need
Correct.
one. Okay.
We were blessed enough to get one. And what that is, again, is a task force style unit where you have Waco, you have feds, you have, I think at one point Lacey Lakeview was in it, the sheriff's office is in it. They work it from a street level, and they work it as a conglomerate to attack the gang violence or to focus on the gang activity within McLennan County.
Okay.
And there's a lot of it. Now, my role is to work through the DA's office with the tag attorney, which is Christy, and what she does is prosecute these cases when they come to her. So my role is to coordinate or to liaison, connect the dots with those guys out in the field, with those investigators, with the units that are bringing us cases. We sit down, we review the cases, we look. If the attorneys go, hey, there's something missing here, we'll review it and we'll look and go, yeah, if we could get some more on any one of these points, it would help our case. It makes it for ease of prosecution. So we liaison with the guys out in the field, help them get that stuff, and then get it ready for prosecution.
Wow, that's so. We got a couple minutes here before I go to Nashville Cat. We're going to hear what's going on in the music world, but real quick, these gangs, and I'm a one-man gang, I guess. I just know what's going on with my own self, and that's about it. I don't even know what's going on with my daughters half the time.
I understand.
What are these gangs recruited from like a very young age, and then they're brought up? Are they long-established gangs? Do you see new gangs come out? How does that?
New gangs pop up all the time.
Wow.
We have all the gangs, all the TV gangs that you hear about and you see, and the run-of-the-mill or the commercial gangs that you see across the spectrum. We have our biggest issue are the youth gangs.
Wow.
School-age kids, 13, 14, 15-year-old kids, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. I think we got like 30, maybe 30, between 30 and 40 different factions. I know one of them, at last estimate, had over 100 members.
Wow.
And they're violent. They're violent because they're trying to plant their flag.
Yeah, flex their muscles or whatever. What have you? Oh, keep talking there. I'm dropping my headphones over here.
So, and it's we're making a dent in it. You and I talked about numbers earlier, about what's coming down the pipe with prosecution of these gangs. The tag investigators, the tag units are doing a great job. Unfortunately, a lot of times those crimes are violent in nature. And for us, by the time it gets to us, somebody's already been hurt.
Yeah. So we're trying to prevent those things from happening, but at the same time, sometimes it is unfortunately reactionary because something has already happened that, now you got to pick it up from there and, dare I say, clean up the mess or what have you.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah,
Indeed.
no doubt. Well, listen, I'm going to throw these headphones on if I can get them unhooked from my table here. Let's see if we got Kat on the line. Kat, you there?
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. How are you this morning?
Well, I have a road trip for us. This is pretty cool. Eric Church and Morgan Wallen owned Field and Stream magazine, and May 1st, they're going to open Field and Stream Lodge in Bozeman, Montana. We can ski, hike, fly fish, hunt. There's all kinds of stuff to do there.
I'm in all the way. Just let me know a date so I can tell my wife to mark it, so we don't miss.
I'm not coordinated enough to fly fish, so I will not be doing that part.
I tried it once. I wasn't very good at it.
Oh, you got to know what you're doing. American Idol premieres March 9th, and Luke Bryan said because Carrie Underwood's such a sweet, kind soul, she's had to learn how to tell a contestant no.
As an artist, hearing no is the hardest part, but sometimes, if you take it the right way, that no can be a yes down the line.
Incentive. Yeah, I absolutely agree. And finally, Kenny Chesney's always been known for being super nice and generous. And when he was a new artist back in 1989, he played a local fair, and at their FFA auction, Kenny bid up some kid's animal to thousands of dollars, and then he donated all that money back to the kid.
That's so awesome. I see that here in our own local community. We'll do fundraisers and somebody will bid on something. They'll just throw it right back up. It'll sell 5 or 10 times. That's what having a heart for the community is all about.
That's what's being Texans all about too.
Amen to that. God bless Texas. Well, Kat, thanks for joining us this morning. You have a wonderful weekend. It's been great getting to know you over the week, and hopefully we'll do it again soon.
Yeah, you're a great guy. I'm Nashville Kat on the Zack Owen Show.
All right, well, guys, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, I think what we'll do, we'll talk a little bit more about, this side of things, but we're also going to talk about some other interests that you and I share, and maybe even share with how we met each other, which is a story in itself.
Oh, wow.
Folks, stick around. We'll be right back on the Zack Owen Show.
Are you ready to take your real estate career to the next level? Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, Weichert Realtors, the Eastland Group, is the place for you. At Weichert, we provide cutting-edge technology, personalized coaching and training, proven systems to help you succeed, all in a positive, drama-free atmosphere. Our team is more than just a real estate brokerage. We're a family dedicated to growth, support, and real results. Call us today to schedule a meeting or visit theeastlandgroup.com to learn more.
Get ready, Waco. The annual Waco Block Party is back and bigger than ever. This free event kicks off Friday, February 28th with an all-request piano night at Southern Roots. Then Saturday, March 1st in downtown Waco, watch a battle of the bands where local talent will compete for a $1,000 grand prize. Also, come check out the vendor market, food trucks, a car show, and on Sunday, catch the Texas Creator Awards. Hosted by Rogue Media and Southern Roots Brewing Company. All the proceeds benefit the Cove Foundation. Visit wacoblock.party for more information.
Join us at the first annual Texas Creator Awards, March 2nd at the historic Hippodrome in downtown Waco, Texas. Get your free tickets now at texascreatorowards.com.
Protect your car with 3W Liners all-weather floor mats. Made from durable materials like TPE and rubber, our mats are designed to withstand rain, snow, and mud with deep grooves to trap dirt and liquids. For a custom fit and advanced protection, visit 3W Liners. That's the number 3, WLINERS.com today. At 25 Home, our ultimate goal is to provide you with a transformative experience, making each day feel like it has an extra hour. We believe your home is more than just a space, it's a sanctuary where comfort, relaxation, and happiness thrive. Discover the difference at 25 Home today. Shop now at 25home.com. Get paid faster with Bill, the easiest way to send, receive, and manage your payments. No more delays, no more hassle. Whether you're a freelancer or a business, Bill makes payments seamless and secure, simple, fast, and reliable. Sign up today at Bill.com. Want to turn your passion into profit? With Blogify, creating a blog has never been easier. Build, customize, and grow your site with powerful tools designed for beginners and pros alike. Start sharing your story today and watch your audience grow with Blogify. Visit blogify.ai today for a free 3-day trial. That's Blogify, Blogify.ai today. Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com. That's CLEAN email.com.
Farmhounds offers natural treats and chews made with quality products that support family farms, regenerative agriculture, and humane farming practices. Give your dog the best with wholesome, organic ingredients that promote health and happiness. Shop now at farmhounds.com.
Easy Sun has been living fearlessly under the sun since 2016. Born from sailors' need for convenient sun protection, our mineral sunscreen is crafted with natural ingredients offering broad spectrum protection against UVA and UVB rays. Safe for your skin and the environment, stay protected on the go with Easy Sun, your ultimate sun care solution. Visit EasySun.com today. That's EEZYSUN.com.
Visit RogueMediaMusic.com for more music.
Starting March 3rd, the Zack Owen Show Live is moving to the Backyard in Waco. The Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill is located at 511 South 8th Street, Waco, Texas, 76706. Come be a part of the live fun. Watch in person or online. March 3rd, 2025, live from the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, Waco. The Zack Owen Show live and in person.
Welcome back to the Zack Owen Show. We got two dads up here trying to figure out good dad jokes, and there's no such thing as
They're
bad.
not good.
No, oh, come on
They're
now.
not good.
There's no such thing as a bad dad joke. Let's just, there's only a bad dad joke when a mom tries to tell it. Oh,
It's the delivery.
Oh, it's the delivery. All right. Well, welcome back. My name's Chris Lowe. I've got my special guest, Jeff Aguirre, here, my good friend. And we were just talking about your, coming up through the various organizations in law enforcement. And then we get to the part where you are now as the Texas Anti-Gang Unit for the McLennan County DA. Mm-hmm. And then some of these gangs and the gang presence, which is mind-blowing to me. And kudos to what y'all do. I'd love for more and more kids to be exposed to such better things than that type of lifestyle. And y'all's coordinated efforts are focused on that. Give me some numbers. What are we talking about in McLennan County that you run into that might blow people's minds as far as the gang problem?
We talked about the number, the sheer number. And the problem is these kids are getting guns. Unfortunately, people leave guns in their trucks. Their trucks get burglarized. Guns hit the street, and it's not odd for us to see weapons exchange in between rival gangs. Weapons are currency, and they move. We've been very fortunate in tracking stuff like that. We've been extremely fortunate with the jury selection, the jury system, the court system in McLennan County. We talked earlier, law enforcement officers put people in jail. DA's office puts people in prison. Mm-hmm. And we can't do that without effective juries that are willing to sit there and listen and do what's needed to protect their community. Mm-hmm. Over the years, from March through November of 2023, we started keeping stats on the gang activity and the years doled out. That time frame right there was 891 years of TDC time that has been pushed out.
Wow. And that's counting life sentences?
That's one life sentence, and then all the years that the courts have handed down. Now, in comparison to that, the following year, from December to November of 2023, was 2,592 years.
Wow.
Is what the court system doled out. Is what the DA's office was successful in the prosecution at obtaining.
Well, and that just means you guys are doing your jobs. It also means that our community is doing their job by stepping up, being available and willing to be on these juries. Mm-hmm. My wife is a big fan of crime TV and things like this, and you and I were talking. She went down to I guess there was some. Is there something called a workup jury or something like that? Mock jury. Mock jury. Yeah. And she went down for one of those, and she just found it so interesting how that whole system worked. But do you guys? Is it difficult sometimes to and that may not have anything to do with what you do, but is it difficult to find juries, to hear these trials, or is it pretty much McLennan County is always going to support the trial system and the jury selection?
It's hit and miss. We've had some days where it seems like enough jurors aren't going to show up, and then when jurors do show up, they don't want to be involved. They don't want to listen. Amber, my wife, she does all the CAC stuff, or she helps with all the CAC stuff. And nobody wants to sit and listen to those. Nobody wants to be exposed to that.
Yeah.
You know it exists, but it's over there in the corner, and I'm not looking at it.
Yeah.
Some of our friends have been called to sit on murder trials and gang trials, assault trials, and they kind of get into it. They like the they like learning the system, and they like watching it, and the defense and the prosecution, and they like watching that stuff. But it's the content of some of those cases that people really don't want to listen to.
I can almost imagine there's quite a bit of PTSD that could, carry on with people that serve in juries. Being in something like that, they're doing their civil duty, being on the jury. But man, that's tough. I've never personally been on a jury. I've been summoned, and I don't know. I guess I didn't fit the bill or whatever, but I didn't get selected. Okay,
Yeah, you can't stand up and yell guilty.
Yeah,
the first 5 minutes.
So let's share a little story. Let's kind of let's do this. We talked a little bit about a very good friend of ours and a legend in my mind, and should be in everybody's mind here locally in McLennan County, former Sheriff Larry Lynch. Tell me about this organization that he and some others have put together. It's called the 100 Club.
Okay.
And tell me, I know there's an event tonight, but tell me what that's all about and the support that it gives to the law enforcement community.
Oh man, it's a great organization. I don't know that they put it together. I actually don't know how long it's been in operation.
Oh, okay.
It's go online and check it out. It's 100clubhot.org. 100clubhot.org. This is an organization. We talk a lot about legacy, and we talk about what was the movie? It was the Mel Gibson movie where he was the
Braveheart.
And he says, "What you do in life will echo through eternity." Okay, these guys, Brent Stroman, Denny Stapleton, Major Smith, Larry Lynch, in concert with these police chiefs from around here, the Holt and the chief here in Waco, they're part of a great organization. These guys, especially those top guys that I listed, you got to consider that they did their career and they dedicated decades of their life to protecting their community and taught the guys that are now teaching the guys. So their legacy is living on. You learn how to do it right, you continue to do it right, and at the end of the day, we're still putting bad guys in jail and everybody goes home safe. But when these guys retired, it wasn't like the cowboy rides away. These guys went back to work, and they're part of this organization that's giving to law enforcement. These cups, that's why we're drinking out of these cups today, is the 100 Club gives to officers, or I'm sorry, not only officers, but first responders. That's why you have the red cup.
Right.
In their time of need. And it's not like a death payout.
Okay.
But in the event that you get hurt on the job, or you have a tragic event happen in your life, and you're going to be stricken by that financially, they're there to stand up to help. You see officers working security jobs all the time. One, they want to make sure everybody stays safe, but two, they're working off-duty security because they need the money.
Yeah.
So when you're struck by something tragic and it affects you financially, this organization, does this benefit to raise money to protect the first responders of McLennan County. And ultimately what that does is get them back on their feet faster and get them back in the fight.
Well, I was first introduced to the 100 Club by my good friend Jason Blanick. Jason and Melissa Blanick, they're big supporters of the 100 Club, and went to this particular fundraising event that's going to take place tonight. I went a couple years ago, and some of the stories that I heard from some of the families of the law enforcement, I think both of the stories I heard that night were both law enforcement. They're just so touching, but you get to see a side of it from a family perspective of some of the things that they have to deal with that we, as civilians may not even consider. We just see Johnny Law out there doing his job, and we never think about the wife who may be working a full-time job, maybe she's a stay-at-home wife, taking care of the kids, nights where he or she may never come home, what have you, and just hearing some of those stories and knowing the purpose behind this organization is to be there. Unfortunately, it might be in tragic times. Like you said, it's not always like a death type thing, but it could be, or it could be where just some tough things have happened, something's happened where they're just under that struggle. And to have an organization like this, and I may have misspoke about how it got started, but to know the purpose behind the organization and to know the people who are really pouring into this, I can just tell you right now, The monies go to exactly what it's supposed to go towards.
Absolutely.
And quite frankly, it's a great event. It's an entertaining event. There's a lot of auction type stuff. Talk about how that's done.
Well, it's a typical event. Any West Waller style event.
Yes, sir. Come on, Brother West.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. The citizens, the community, they step up. They donate silent auction items. They donate live auction items. You go in there and there's gun raffles, there's cooler raffles, there's all kinds of cool stuff to win and to do. And it's a little bit of a game when you buy into something, and it's a game of chance, and you're vested in that. But that $20 is going to help somebody who's struggling.
Yes.
And these guys and gals that put this thing together do an amazing job. And unfortunately, we kind of get, I don't want to say we get overlooked, but nobody thinks to help the police.
Yeah.
The police are out there helping everybody, and the firefighters are out there putting out fires, and your ambulance people and your dispatchers and your doctors and your nurses, and everybody's doing their job. And at the end of the day, when one of us stumbles and we need a hand up, these guys are there to give it to us.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. That happens tonight. It's at the Lee Lockwood, right?
Yep, they are. As of yesterday, we're fortunate. I learned this morning that they did sell out, but you can still help. I believe you can go to 100clubhot.org, and I believe you can help through there.
Fantastic.
And mark it on your calendar for next year. You don't have to be a law enforcement or a firefighter. You don't have to be a first responder to go and support and go to the event and be part of it.
Well, I asked my wife if she wanted to do date night tonight. I hadn't got a text back, so that's either a good or a bad thing. But maybe we can be crashers of the 100 Club. I don't know if that would work or not. Listen, folks, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we are going to share that story of how we met and a common bond that we have that we have a common bond. We'll get there. Hey, we'll be right back on the Zack Owen Show.
Transform your workspace with Hanomi Ergonomics. From adjustable chairs to standing desks, we provide solutions for comfort and productivity, whether at home or in the office. Improve your posture, reduce strain, and work smarter. Visit us at hanomi.co today. That's HINOMI.co today. Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your taste. Experience the joy of surprises. Subscribe today at mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com. Unlock your full potential with On It, your go-to for premium supplements, fitness gear, and wellness essentials. Whether you're training hard, recovering faster, or just looking to feel your best, On It has the tools you need to perform at your peak. Visit Onnit, that's ONNIT.com, and elevate your mind, body, and spirit today. At Rolls Rolla, we don't just sell wallpaper, we create cohesive, cozy spaces. Our deep understanding of design means every pattern, color, and texture is carefully chosen to complement your home. Plus, we use advanced technology and water-based inks for vibrant, eco-friendly prints, ensuring a healthier environment. Visit rollsrolla.com to transform your space today. That's ROLLSROLLA.com today. At Toussaint's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Toussaint's.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com. Ready to bring your vision to life? At Small Rig, every idea, design, and product is inspired by you, the creator. With our industry-first under co-design mode and the Dream Rig free customization project, we unite with global creators to turn big dreams into reality. Whether it's a cage rig or mount, Small Rig's versatile gear is built to elevate your craft. Small Rig, where your creativity meets our innovation. Go to smallrig.com.
Calling all Marvel fans, get Marvel Unlimited and unlock over 30,000 comics featuring your favorite heroes and iconic stories, all available to read anytime, anywhere. Whether you're into classic tales or the latest adventures, there's something for everyone. Don't miss out. Head to marvel.com/unlimited today and start your Marvel journey now. At Angel Bliss, we believe every parent's journey is a beautiful adventure. Our mission is to make it joyful and stress-free with thoughtful, safe, and innovative products. Born from a love for family, we promise peace of mind for parents and comfort for babies. From playtime to bedtime, every Angel Bliss product is designed with care, reliability, and a style to nurture the special bond between parent and child. Angel Bliss, creating happy memories, one baby at a time. Visit us at angelbliss.us. Angel Bliss.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Starting March 3rd, the Zack Owen Show Live is moving to the Backyard in Waco. The Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill is located at 511 South 8th Street, Waco, Texas, 76706. Come be a part of the live fun. Watch in person or online. March 3rd, 2025, live from the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, Waco. The Zack Owen Show live and in person.
Welcome back to the Zack Owen Show. My name's Chris Lowe. I've got my good friend, Mr. Jeff Aguirre, with us. We've had some great conversation about all kinds of things going on in your life professionally and everything. But now we're going to back up. I want you to share with the viewers and the listeners how it was that we actually met. Now, I'm going to precurse this by saying this. You and I are both diehard Dallas Cowboy fans. We did not know that about each other, right?
Correct.
So I've set the stage. Share with everybody how and where we met.
So it was, what was it, 2010?
It was 2010.
It was 2010. I was down in Haiti and wanted to go to a Cowboy game, but I didn't want to go to a Cowboy game here locally. You know, as you said, I'm a season ticket holder, so I've got my tickets. I've seen the games here. I want to go see some of the other stadiums. So getting ready, I'm down in Haiti, and I find a guy to sell me some tickets. And I'm scared to pull the trigger and end up pulling the trigger on the tickets, get the tickets, and have no idea what I'm going to do in New York. And I'm asking everybody.
So it's New York Giants.
It's the New York Giants. And I'm asking everybody around, what is there to do in New York? Like, I don't know, like I don't watch TV or something. And I get around to Matt Coffin, and he's
great guy, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Matt. Matt's like, hey, you're going to New York? And I was like, yeah. He goes, I got a good friend of mine, Chris Lowe, is in New York. And I was like, okay, well, good. I don't know Chris Lowe.
Yeah.
How does that help me? He's like, you should really give him a call. He's a big, diehard Cowboy fan. I was like, man, again, we're all alpha personalities. I'm like, I'm going to cold call this guy on his vacation in the Big Apple and go, hey, buddy, what are you doing? And that's exactly what I did. Picked the phone up, gave you a call, and said, listen, man, I know you don't know me, but I'm here for the Dallas Cowboy game. He goes, what? And if you remember, we met in a downstairs pub.
Yeah, in a tavern. That's right.
In a tavern, and walked in there, and you couldn't miss it because the room was dark, and there was Chris Lowe and a big blue shiny star and the star hat, and there was no mistaking who you were. And we've been friends ever since.
Friends ever since. And the crazy thing is, once we talked about that at a tailgate party earlier this year.
Yeah.
I think it may have been the Thanksgiving Day. It doesn't matter, but I forgot that that's how we met, because we have gone to so many games and tailgated together. You and Amber love going to the games. We've traveled to Nashville since then. We've done a trip with you guys and with Thomas Zufelt and his wife Melody. And so, my wife and I, one of our, and maybe I drive this a little bit more, but she is a big Cowboy fan. One of our big things is we want to see the Cowboys play at every NFL stadium. And so you guys are kind of the same way. You want to go, we get to go to Jerry World all the time.
Yeah.
You know, you can only see so much at Jerry World, even though that's a fantastic venue. Hopefully one of these days they'll win there again. But it is fun. It's fun to have something like that. Is that what the Cowboys are to you? Is just a way to kind of cut away from everything else, or is it to bring more anxiety on? What?
You know, I'm a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, I think that's all
I'm a glutton for
Yeah.
punishment. You know, I don't have to gamble. You know, I know some people that do, and I'll watch them, and it's the ebbs and the flows, and the ebbs and the flows, and they like to bet each other, and they like to pick, boxing and basketball, whatever, and. For me, it's just watching the Cowboys, because you're going to spend the first quarter happy, the second quarter nervous, the third quarter ecstatic, and then the fourth quarter you're going to be, how in the world did that happen? How did that happen?
Folks, that's a Cowboy fan right there. That's experience.
So, I do love my Cowboys, and it's a little bit, we've talked about the way I grew up, and one of the things I do remember is the man my mom married. I remember, they small country family, go to church, and then everybody get together at the grandparents' house every Sunday after church.
Yep.
And there was a big spread of food and the Cowboys.
Yep.
And win or lose, when you watch them, there's a little bit that takes you back to where you were.
That's right. I relate to that so much, because growing up, we would go to church, same thing, and then usually Mom had a roast or something in the crock pot before we left for church, and then it was ready when we got home. I asked my mom a long time ago, how and when did I start liking the Cowboys? She goes, Chris, you just did, just at a very young age. So my deal was, Mom would set, lunch would be on the table, but she'd have a TV tray set up for me, because we couldn't see the TV from our dining room. And so she'd set me up a TV tray in the living room and have my little plate right there so I could watch the Cowboys. Yeah. My brother and my sister, they're fans. I mean, my sister actually is a bigger fan now than I am. Shout out to my sister Tracy. And my brother, for that matter, is as well. But man, that was it. I had to watch my Cowboys. I could not. I would pitch fit if I couldn't watch them, honestly. So it's kind of crazy. Well, listen, man, Jeff, it has been an absolute pleasure. We don't always have time to spend like this. So just to get to share some information, tell them what's going on in our community. Thank you for what you do with the anti-gang unit here in McLennan County. Thank you to Josh Teetons and the work that they do over there at the DA's office, because without you guys, I just shudder to think, some of the issues that might be bigger than what they already are. Yeah. And thank you to you and your wife, Amber. I know that she has a huge role in that as well. Before we tagged on you ran for sheriff last year and didn't have the result that you wanted, but I just got one question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
You gonna do it again?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Absolutely can't wait.
Let's go. All right, folks, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with our special music guest, Brian Grace, here on the Zack Owen Show. Y'all stay.
Are you ready to take control of your health? At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4uhealth.com. Get ready for epic savings at Best Buy. Right now, you can save up to $700 on select Alienware and Dell gaming products. Perfect for leveling up your gaming experience. Plus, grab the latest Android Google Pixel at an unbeatable price. Don't miss these incredible deals. Shop now at bestbuy.com and upgrade your tech today. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com. Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. We put every machine through 6,000 rigorous tests to guarantee long-lasting performance. With cutting-edge technology and a commitment to energy efficiency, Gevi makes your life easier, greener, and more convenient. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more. That's gevi.com.
Have you ever watched true crime television and wondered, how did they get that story?
I can show you. I was a producer for 48 Hours on CBS News.
In my exclusive tell-all book, I'll take you where no audience has ever gone before. Don't miss out. Secure your copy of Killer Story, The Truth Behind True Crime Television today. Available everywhere books are sold.
With San, owning iconic furniture no longer requires paying a premium. We use the finest materials like Italian top-grain leather, known for its durability and luxurious feel, and apply meticulous attention to detail in every piece we create. Our replicas are crafted with the same care and precision as the originals, but a price that makes them accessible. With over 15,000 satisfied customers worldwide, we've proven that high-quality furniture doesn't have to come with a high price tag. Explore our collection today at san.com.
At Covers & All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. Using advanced tech fabrics that are 100% waterproof, UV tear, and abrasion resistant, we ensure lasting durability with hand-sewn double-stitch seams. Our commitment to quality, precision engineering, and customizable options is unmatched. With vertically integrated operations and express shipping, we deliver premier protection at affordable prices. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
We haven't been looking for you. Wake up.
Hellhound Country, available anywhere you get your podcasts. Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Starting March 3rd, the Zack Owen Show Live is moving to the Backyard in Waco. The Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill is located at 511 South 8th Street, Waco, Texas, 76706. Come be a part of the live fun. Watch in person or online. March 3rd, 2025, live from the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, Waco. The Zack Owen Show live and in person.
Welcome back to the Zack Owen Show, folks. It's a Friday morning. It's beautiful outside here in Central Texas. I'll tell you what, if there's a better weekend of weather and fun activities to partake in, I don't know what it would be, because there's a lot going on in Waco and here in McLennan County, and quite frankly, the weather couldn't be better. I'm really excited about this block party that we've got going on starting tonight. It's tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. This is called the Waco Block Party. It's 3 days of just music, food, fun, festivities. It gets kick-started tonight at Southern Roots Brewing Company, right up here at 219 North 8th Street. It's going to be a piano kind of, you call it, type of event tonight with music and great drinks and food. I know the pizza there is really good. And then tomorrow there's a battle of the bands. It's going to basically go all day. All us musicians love the battle of the bands, man. That's one thing we always look forward to, is battle of the bands. And then Sunday the block party concludes, and we're just really excited about that. So you can get your tickets at WacoBlock.party. That's WacoBlock.party. And I actually said that 2 times correctly this time, and I think that's the first time all week. Well, folks, we're I do want to get a shout out one more time to Weichert Realtors, part of the Eastland Group, for helping us put this show on, and also the wonderful coffee provided by Be Kind Coffee over at 1534 Washington Avenue. Open every day, either 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the weekends. So go get your Be Kind coffee and, like the name says, be kind to one another and enjoy some of that good brew. We've got a special guest here with us. And I can tell you, I met this guy through a friend of mine. Everybody remembers J.C. Pringle, who was with us yesterday as our special music guest. Well, I met this gentleman through J.C. and have just been great friends with him and his wife Beth ever since. And I gave him a call last week and I said, hey man, how about coming being live on the show? Y'all give it up for my good friend, Mr. Brian Grace. Brian, how you doing, brother?
Fantastic. How's it going today, Chris?
Hey, man, it's great. Oh, my goodness. What in the world? J.C. Pringle never left. See, this is what you get with J.C. Pringle. You invite him to something, and then he's like Cousin Eddie. It's like, what are you doing here, man? What's up, JC? Good to see you.
It's the gift that keeps on giving all year long.
She's a beaut, Clark. She's a beaut, Clark. Hey, no, all kidding aside, man, good to see you again. You killed it yesterday, brother, and I'm glad you're here with your brother Brian today.
Yeah, good to be back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, Brian, tell folks about Brian Grace. How long you been doing music? Where you from? All that fun stuff.
I grew up in Wills Point, Texas. Country town, nothing spectacular, just a brick road that goes through the middle of it.
Love it.
I started playing, I guess I was about 12 years old, so maybe about 38 years now.
Wow.
Just like anybody else, you know, I just caught the bug and rolled with it and never stopped. And now I'm fortunate enough that I get to do this for a living.
I love that, man. That's great. You know, when you say you caught the bug, did you start playing guitar first? Did you start singing first? How did that happen?
Well, same time, singing and guitar. I thought it went together. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there were just singers like you, man.
Well, that's because some of us don't have talent in our hands and all that some of you guys do. But no, that's awesome. I love that. So you got how'd you get your first guitar?
A man at the church gave me one.
Love that.
Because I showed an interest, and he just noticed that I had an interest, and he gave me my first guitar. It was a Stella Harmony, about that big, and man, I called it the meat grinder. That thing would tear my fingers up.
I love it. I love it. Well, man, I'm excited to hear more of your story. I know you're a songwriter as well, and we'll talk a little bit about the music that you've recently released, and some of the other projects you've worked on. But how about we get a song out of you guys and tell us about what you're going to play, and let's hear it.
Well, I just recently wrote a song for a friend of mine, and it's a funny story because I wrote it for him and his wife. Well, his wife was JC's ex-girlfriend. And the song is kind of about how they hooked up while me and JC were on stage.
I love it already. Let's go.
I was busy at work.
Yeah, he was working.
And then I ended up recording guitar on this song.
Yeah.
All right. What's the name of the song?
And then they divorced, so it all turned around good, you know.
What's the name of the song?
This is called Sweet Tea.
Let's do it.
Was around the night out on the town, just me and the boys out messing around. We were tying one on, and I was driving us home. Well, the band that night was some friends of mine, sat next to a girl and the singer's wife. The moment lightning strikes, and that's where things went right. Well, I was looking at her cause I'm not real cool, trying not to act like a redneck fool. I caught her eye, then I caught her smile. Well, my mind was crashing like an avalanche, and I hurt myself as could a dance. The moment lightning strikes. And that's where things went right. Well, Mama and Pa would sure be proud. She could only see us now. She was right there at my shoulder when I asked for your hand. Shooting star sealed with a kiss. You know that I'd give every wish to keep all of the things that I have now. That's what this song's about. That's what this song's about. Days go by, but I'm never gonna miss that loud dinner's gonna be late. Baby, that's okay. And I know the Christmas lights are out. Kick off your shoes and sit back down. It's too damn cold outside. And here's where things get right. Mama and Pa would sure be proud. She could only see us now. She was right there at my shoulder when I asked for your hand. Shooting star sealed with a kiss. You know that I'd give every wish to keep all of the things that I have now. That's what this song's about. This song's about. I hope your daddy would be proud, looking down on us right now. He was right there at my shoulder, gave away your hand. Shooting star sealed with a kiss. You know that I give every wish to keep all of the things that I have now. That's what this song's about. That's what this song's about. It was a random night out on the town, just me and the boys out messing around. We were tying one on, and I was driving us home.
Let's go.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Beautiful. I like that, man. Sweet tea.
Yeah, it never actually says the word sweet tea.
But that's the cool part of it, man. I was like, listen, I was like, I see what he's doing here, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, and if you know J.C. Pringle, you can't spell J.C. Pringle without sweet tea. So that's for sure. That's awesome, man. So tell me about, so earlier this week we had Josh Bernard in, I think that was Tuesday that we had Josh in as a special music. And we talked about songwriting and how that comes about for him. Talk to me about how you come up with songs. When does it hit you? How do you hear it in your head? All that. What's that look like for you?
It's very difficult for me. Very difficult songwriting is. I pretty much have to beat it out of myself, you know,
interesting,
tooth and nail in order to get one to happen.
Yeah.
And then I always get dissatisfied with it and throw it watered up and throw it in the trash. And then I'll come back to it a couple months later and I'll unwad it and I'll be like, yeah, you know, maybe this wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
Scrap half of it, keep half of it, completely change the song.
So you're a paper writer?
Yes,
okay.
yes, everything has to be on paper for me.
Right. I can tell you this about this guy. He works really well with the gun to his head. And the best way to get a song out of him is to ask him to do something that he doesn't want to do.
Well,
so I got to duck out and write a song, man. I'll see y'all.
that sounds like it's got to be the truth because you literally just finished each other's sentence. So, that's funny. So, you know, for myself, Brian, I said this to Josh. oftentimes I would wake up and I would be hearing this song. I've told JC this as well. I'd hear this song fully produced in my head. Like I knew it was a song I was writing. I knew it was something that was new. I'd hear it fully produced in my head, and then I have to transpose that onto either paper. I use my phone, whatever. And then, for me, I've got so many songs on my phone right now that nothing's ever been done with. So when you write a song, do you want to do something with it immediately? Is it something you get laser focused on, or does it go on the pile, as you said, and come back to it? What does that look like?
Some of them are just like yours. They'll sit there and nothing ever gets done with them. If I write one full out, I always just like to sit on it and experiment with it for at least a year.
Okay.
Before I want to do anything with it, because so many changes are going to take place. Or there's a part in there and it seems like it doesn't work out quite right, so I'll change it up and try it out. And everything has to be tried on stage as well,
So that's mighty kind of you, because here's what I do to JC Pringle myself. I write a song on the way to the gig. Karen's shaking her head over here. I write a song on the way to the gig and tell JC, hey, it's in the key of God, or as JC calls, key of G, and I throw a few numbers at him. He noodles it out, and then we play it that night. So I give you cred for that. Let the song breathe a little bit before you throw it out there for everybody. But you know what? I wouldn't do that to JC if I didn't know that he wasn't fully capable, because a lot of times I'm just like, I have said this many times, like we get through playing a new song and people clap, usually. That's a good thing. Hopefully. And then they're amazed when I go, yeah, I literally just wrote that and he's never played it before. That's just kind of Pringle in a nutshell. So I dig that. Let's see here. We've got just a couple more minutes before we take a break. Tell me about you said you're doing this full time now. Tell me about your schedule. Do you got quite a few gigs coming up? When is it getting heavier time? I know spring usually opens it up a little bit.
Summer is about to be here. And of course, with music, that's the busiest time of the year.
Yeah.
Well, during the winter, it's 3 a week.
Okay.
Summer can get quite busy though.
Gotcha.
After COVID, COVID screwed up everything.
Yeah.
Right? I think we're up to 160 shows a year, right,
Wow.
JC?
A lot of dang shows, man.
Yeah. we were up to 160 shows a year. We were just begging for a break, really, and then COVID came along. We got a break.
Yeah.
And we didn't want that
Didn't
break.
want the break.
I'm never begging for a break.
Be careful what you ask for, right?
Yeah. Yeah, watch what you ask for, because and then I guess slowly everything's coming back around, but it still hasn't reached, the way it was pre-COVID.
Gotcha. Gigging in the DFW area quite a bit, Central Texas, whereabouts?
Well, we moved to Colorado, so we're about to go back to Colorado for a couple of months.
Okay.
We're going to be back, and I honestly don't know where I play. My wife points to a door and I walk in.
Understood. Well, I knew that y'all had been in Colorado, and I wasn't sure if y'all were back here now, but that's you don't have to brag. I mean, all of us would like to be up in Colorado as well.
The past few months you wouldn't.
Yeah, not during the winter you won't.
That's right. Well, listen, we're going to keep the conversation and the music going, folks. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to hear from Zach. He sent us a special video on his vacation, so we'll go to this commercial, and then we'll hear from Zach when we get right back here on the Zack Owen Show.
Are you ready to take your real estate career to the next level? Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, Aguirre Realtors, the Eastland Group, is the place for you. At Aguirre, we provide cutting-edge technology, personalized coaching and training, proven systems to help you succeed, all in a positive, drama-free atmosphere. Our team is more than just a real estate brokerage. We're a family dedicated to growth, support, and real results. Call us today to schedule a meeting or visit theeastlandgroup.com to learn more.
Get ready, Waco. The annual Waco Block Party is back and bigger than ever. This free event kicks off Friday, February 28th with an all-request piano night at Southern Roots. Then Saturday, March 1st in downtown Waco, watch a battle of the bands where local talent will compete for a $1,000 grand prize. Also, come check out the vendor market, food trucks, a car show, and on Sunday, catch the Texas Creator Awards. Hosted by Rogue Media and Southern Roots Brewing Company. All the proceeds benefit the Cove Foundation. Visit wacoblock.party for more information.
Join us at the first annual Texas Creator Awards, March 2nd at the historic Hippodrome in downtown Waco, Texas. Get your free tickets now at texascreatorowards.com.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internex. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internext.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today. Elevate your experience with Grenco Science, the leaders in cutting-edge vaporizers. Whether you're at home or on the go, our sleek, powerful devices deliver smooth, consistent hits every time. Quality you can trust, innovation you can feel. Grenco Science, take your vapor game to the next level. Visit us at GrencoScience.com.
Hey y'all, I'm April. And I'm Caroline. And this is your Bloody Happy Hour. Caroline, are you ready for this? This is your newest guilty pleasure. It's the bloodiest part of your week. Did we say something about it also being happy hour? Show did. Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody Happy Hour.
At Terrapin Ridge Farms, they believe in the joy of effortless entertaining. Inspired by CEO Mary O'Donnell's mom and her legendary holiday parties, they've crafted a line of gourmet foods that turn any meal into a celebration. From savory jams to mustards, aiolis, and more, their products are made with love, bringing unforgettable flavors to your table. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special occasion, they make it easy to impress. Terrapin Ridge Farms, where great food and great memories come together. Visit them at terrapinridge.com. Terrapin Ridge.
Justice Pending,
a weekly true crime podcast where we discuss tantalizing crimes with more questions than answers.
Thanks for joining us.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Combine that with OrganicHemp.com's top quality CBD for ultimate balance. Start your healing journey today at GlobalHealing.com and OrganicHemp.com.
It all began with a simple idea, cutting handles off old ski sticks to create better pull-up bars. This sparked the creation of the revolutionary Engels 90 handles. After testing over 70 prototypes with 300 athletes, our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Starting March 3rd, the Zack Owen Show Live is moving to the Backyard in Waco. The Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill is located at 511 South 8th Street, Waco, Texas, 76706. Come be a part of the live fun. Watch in person or online. March 3rd, 2025, live from the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, Waco. The Zack Owen Show live and in person.
All right, welcome back to the Zack Owen Show. My name's Chris Lowe, and we've got a special video sent to us from Zack while he's on vacation. Let's check it out.
Hey, everybody back home. Chris, you're doing a great job, my friend. I'll be back real soon, enjoying vacation in beautiful Maui, in Ka'anapali, over in Hawaii. Having a great vacation. You can see the background in the back. It's our view. Anyway, you're doing a great job. I'm watching from here in Hawaii. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you, Zack. Man, you know, I know he does that out of the kindness of his heart, but I'm kind of jealous as well. So that's beautiful. I've never been to Hawaii. Brian, you ever been to Hawaii?
Nope, can't hitchhike there. I haven't been there.
You know, that's on my bucket list. Greece and Hawaii, and not necessarily in that order, but I'm gonna make it there one day, one of these days when I grow up. Let's talk about real quick this day in music. This day in music. Let's see now. 1963. Brian, how old were you?
63?
63.
I wasn't born.
There you go. That's what I was getting at. Patsy Cline made the final television appearance of her career when she appeared on the Glenn Reeves Show, singing "San Antonio Rose" and "I Fall to Pieces." She died tragically in a plane crash just 5 days later at the age of 30. Wow, gone too soon. In 1981, country music star Eddie Rabbitt crossed over to the pop chart to score a U.S. #1 hit with "I Love a Rainy Night." Great song. Y'all probably played that a few times, huh? 1984, Lee Greenwood won Best Male Country Vocal Performance for "IOU" at the 26th Annual Grammy Awards. Best Female Country Vocal Performance went to Anne Murray for "A Little Good News." We could all use a little of that. And then in 1992, Garth Brooks was #1 on the country charts with "What She's Doing Now." So there's a little bit of what was going on in country music on this day, February 28th.
I heard all those guys did pretty good.
Yeah, you know what? They stick with it. They're going to be somebody, right?
No kidding.
So, getting back again, folks, our special music guest is Brian Grace, and sitting in with Brian is his good buddy and my good buddy, J.C. Pringle. Brian, we were talking about, how you go about writing songs, and one thing I didn't ask you is, that first song you sang, you shared the story behind it. What do you find is your usual motivation for writing songs? Is it just something that happens to you? Something comes to mind? Where do you get that?
It's a good story. If there's a good story, then I'll try to make it into a song.
Yeah.
Each song that I write, if I put it out, I don't want it to be just something bubblegum.
Gotcha.
It has to really have a meaning and a story behind it.
I like that. So do you usually find that you come up, and the reason I ask this is, oftentimes I'll come up with a hook. It doesn't necessarily have to be the chorus hook. It could be an ending line or something. I'll come up with a hook and then design a song around that. Same with you, or?
I'll get together the story that I want told.
Okay.
And just like anybody else, I'll compress it, and compress it. And then I just have all of that material to deal with.
Yeah.
And then I'll write the hook out of that, or I'll just find what in there is the hook, or what I want to repeat.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah, when Josh and I were talking Tuesday, he made a statement that is so true. There's so much music, there's so many songs written now. I mean, at this point, not a lot that hadn't been written, and quite frankly, we're not reinventing the wheel every time because there's only so many notes, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And so you want to, as a songwriter, have a great story to tell, a great subject matter, but you want to do it in a way that it doesn't seem like somebody else's song, right?
Exactly, yeah.
JC's done me a favor before when I brought a song to the guys, and he sits there and he'll mess with it, but then he'll go, "Hey, Lo, just so you know that," and he'll play another song, and I'll go,
"Sounds just like
it." And so we have to do some redesign. Have you ever run into that where you've written a song and then you go, "Oh, wait, man, this is coming across too much like something else"?
I've done it, and I've liked the way I wrote the song. I wad it up and throw it away because it sounds like something else.
Just done with
it.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
That's interesting. I think the simple fact as a songwriter that I at least take pride in and try to, if it's something that I do like in the end and I want it to get out there, it's just a simple fact of putting yourself out there as a songwriter. Because those songs, if you don't write them, it's like the cemetery. The cemetery is the biggest place that you'll find every unreached potential, every unchased dream, And so as songwriters, we get to really chase that dream with every next song or every next lyric, and you never know. You never know. Now, my desire as a songwriter and singer, I really enjoy the songwriting side of it. I love to perform, but I love the songwriting side of it. What about yourself? Do you find more joy and satisfaction performing live, or maybe on the behind the scenes writing the songs?
Oh, performance, definitely.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You're just at home on the stage, aren't
Yeah.
you? Yeah, I love that. I love that. Well, listen, let's get another song out of you guys. What are we going to have next?
All right. Well, I got a friend of mine named Rob Kirby, and he spent a lot of time overseas in the military. And it's a story that's not told too much, I don't think, is PTSD. We all know that the soldiers come back with PTSD, and they're different people when they come back. But the story that's not told is how their spouses deal with the PTSD. So this song, it's called Rob's Song, and it's not just a story about a man having PTSD. It's a story about the wife who's involved as well.
All right.
I was supposed to call him up and let him watch, but
It'll be on there.
he can watch it online. Thinking about you, Rob.
It's for me, man.
I've been a long time gone. Lots of desert, lots of pain. And baby, when I got home, everything had changed. Thinking I was the lucky one with no more guns and no more mouths to feed. And then there's me, damn me, all that they left of me. For me and that liquor, we talk about it. I take VA pills and I get stoned. But when it came to call, you bet it all. You took what's left of me. There's not much left to see. Baby, you got the best of me. Who's strong. 11 minutes was a day. Then baby, when I got home, things just weren't the same. Thinking I was the lucky one, but I came home with demons I can't feed. And then there's me, damn me, all that they left of me. But me and that liquor, we talk about it. I take VA pills and I get stoned. But when it came to call, you bet it all. You took what's left of me. There's not much left to see. Baby, you get the best of me. Talk about it. I take VA pills and I get stoned. But when it came to call, you bet it all. You took what's left of me. There's not much left to see. baby, you got the best of me. Baby, you got the best of me, and the best of me, and the best of me, and the best of me. You got the best of me. Baby, you got the best of me.
Wow.
All right, thanks, Dad. That's
Fantastic,
Brian Grace
man.
right there now.
I feel like we're getting the best of you this morning. Thank you, Brian. That was awesome, brother. That was awesome.
Thank
Love
you.
that.
Let me go ahead and say before I forget, any East Texas friends out there, you want to come on out to Sweetwater Grill in Royce City.
Okay, you're in Royce
JC
City.
and I'll be out there tonight.
Okay.
And then if you missed that one, anybody around Maypearl, Texas, we're going to be at Chamber Creek Brewery.
Y'all both teaming it up this
Yeah,
weekend.
we're going to team it up this weekend. And then after the weekend, JC's going to cruise back to Florida.
I'm going east.
All right.
Yep.
And then a little while later, I'll be cruising up to Colorado.
Colorado. There you go.
Right. So it was all good timing, actually, man. You getting to sub for Zach, man.
Yeah, man,
Us being in town.
I tell you
whatnot.
what, when I hit you up, JC, and you know, just was, he ain't gonna be here, but I'm gonna text him anyway. And you said yes. I was like, come on.
He says, what's the chances of you being there? I'm like 100%.
And then, you know, I was looking for somebody for Friday, and I thought, well, I mean, if JC's in town, then maybe Brian will be around or whatever. Thinking that you were totally up in Colorado, and it just worked out that you guys were both local. So let's share something real quick. Zach always does birthdays of the day, so I'm going to just tell some birthdays and then a couple of shout outs as well. Born on February 28th, 1906 was Bugsy Siegel, the gangster, old Bugsy. 1942, Brian Jones of the Rolling Stones.
Brian Jones was in the Rolling Stones?
1957,
Beach Boys.
John Turturro, the actor. I recognize the name, but I'm not big on movies and all that, knowing what people are in. 1977, a guy named Jason Aldean. I think he's out there in the music world. If he keeps at it, he's going to be a big star one day.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
Yeah.
And then this one, honestly, the last one kind of cuts like a knife. Born on February 28th, 1999, is none other than Luka Doncic, the former Dallas Maverick and now Los Angeles Laker.
I heard something about that.
Oh, man, that one hurts.
Right. Yeah, there's something about that. Something about people being mad.
People were really mad.
Losing basketball games, stuff like that. We were playing guitar.
Yeah. Sports. Yeah, gay
stuff.
sports. Go sports ball. No, I ended with that one because I do have a couple of shout outs. First off, to my boy, the coach, Coach Jay Bruce and his Martins Mill Lady Mustangs won at state yesterday in the Class 2A state championship game in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome in overtime, 43-41 against Farwell, and that is their repeat. They have now won 2 years in a row state championship, and that is actually Coach Bruce's, my boy, Jay Bruce, third state championship, and a heck of a coach and even better guy. So shout out Jay Bruce, proud of you guys. Man, what an exciting time for Lady Mustang basketball. Hey, he said it yesterday in the post game. They don't play the season with any other goal but to win state. Any other thing is considered job not completed. So I look forward to seeing them keeping that streak going.
Well, hey, that's a fella, Jay Bruce. That's a fella who can make some things happen, isn't it?
He can make things happen. We have the honor of playing for his big 4th of July celebration out there.
The old shindig.
Yes.
Or maybe is it a hootenanny or a shindig?
Out there at Sela Resort. It's great, and I look forward to that again. And then also, we're going to send a shout out to the La Vega Lady Pirates, who play tonight at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio for the Class 4A championship, and they are playing Decatur at 7 p.m. And they are going, check this out, guys, for their third straight state title. So lots of good basketball in this area, especially from our women, and we'll be cheering you La Vega Lady Pirates on. We had Coach Mike Cadell here. He's a former coach with the La Vega schools. So MODOK, baby, let's go Pirates, and bring that championship home for the third straight year. Just wanted to throw those out there. Also, while I'm at it, let's thank our sponsors again, the Weichert Realtors Eastland Group and Be Kind Coffee. Certainly appreciate them helping us put this show on. And let me remind everybody, you've seen the little commercial running every once in a while. We will be moving the Zack Owen Show from right here at the Texas Music Cafe over to the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill starting Monday morning, March 3rd, and that's exciting. We're going to miss it here. If you have not been to the Texas Music Cafe here in downtown Waco, 110 South 6th Street, you really need to get over here, because I'm telling you right now, it's a great room for music. They had a big turnout last night for the last recording of the Generation Songwriter Series. They had Trey Lindsley, Dana Spigner, Mountie Rose, Ryan Paul Davis, all here showing their skills and putting on some great music. And I'll just tell you, this room right here is a hidden gem in Central Texas, and you can check out the Texas Music Cafe online. I think Terry was saying they've got over 1,000 videos on YouTube out there that they've recorded over the years, and just some great stuff. If you've seen Austin City Limits, Texas Music Cafe is about the unknown artist, giving them that type of venue to perform in, very similar to that layout. So excited to be here. Gonna be sad to see Zack Owen Show move over to Backyard, but we appreciate the TMC having us here. Let's see, guys. Well, I think we're going to take a short break. Then when we get back, we'll get some more music out of you. We've got Zach on our sports, not Zack Owen, but Zach coming up from Rogue Media on our sports break. And heck, I might get lucky enough to get 2 more songs out of y'all. What do you think?
That's what you need. That's what you get.
Let's roll. My name's Chris Lowe. We're here on the Zack Owen Show. We'll be right back.
Shades is your trusted partner in stage lighting, offering a wide range of high-quality, innovative products since 2015. With designs that cater to all needs, fast delivery, and affordable prices, we provide exceptional customer service to ensure your satisfaction. With warehouses across the globe and sales in over 100 countries, Sheds is quickly becoming one of the most recognized names in the stage lighting industry. Visit shehds.com today to discover top-tier stage lighting solutions and become part of our global network.
Frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com, where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels, our rebounders improve accuracy, control, and technique in both sports. Built with premium materials for durability and ease of use, they're ideal for training anywhere, anytime. Whether you're perfecting your soccer game or sharpening your lacrosse skills, Open Goal USA has you covered. Visit OpenGoalUSA.com and elevate your training today.
Chapellex is a full-category shapewear brand dedicated to providing women with exceptional comfort and support. We offer thoughtfully designed solutions that blend style with functionality, empowering women to feel confident and at ease every day. Chapellex is redefining what it means to have a perfect body. Our mission celebrates body positivity, embracing every shape and size, because true beauty lies in authenticity. Visit shapellx.com today and join a movement towards self-love, acceptance, and confidence.
Indulge in Blum's luxurious lotus flower rolls. The green lotus roll bursts with a caramel apple flavor, while the blue lotus roll offers a smooth berry cream sensation. With our Crush for Flavor technology, enjoy an instant burst of natural, intense flavor anytime you desire. Elevate your experience with the finest creations nature has to offer. Explore the full collection at blumleaf.com. That's BLUUMLEAF.com. Blumleaf. At Terrapin Ridge Farms, they believe in the joy of effortless entertaining. Inspired by CEO Mary O'Donnell's mom and her legendary holiday parties, they've crafted a line of gourmet foods that turn any meal into a celebration. From savory jams to mustards, aiolis, and more, their products are made with love, bringing unforgettable flavors to your table. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special occasion, they make it easy to impress. Terrapin Ridge Farms, where great food and great memories come together. Visit them at terrapinridge.com. Terrapin Ridge.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com. Farmhounds offers natural treats and chews made with quality products that support family farms, regenerative agriculture, and humane farming practices. Give your dog the best with wholesome, organic ingredients that promote health and happiness. Shop now at farmhounds.com.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Welcome back to the Zack Owen Show, folks. We're going to get another song from Brian Grace and J.C. Pringle, so I'm just going to hand it to you guys.
All right. This is called River. Right. Yeah. No, that's right. Be alright if I stand stock still and drank you in for a while. King George on the stereo, you dancing slow, no lie. Baby, when you give me that only for me smile, you're my favorite show. I'm gonna tell you what I know. We can flow the river all the way to the sea. Everyone like you, there's someone just like me. Girl, I know you put some kind of a spell on me, and I was hypnotized, mesmerized when you looked at me and smiled. Try not to let it show, girl, you had me from below. Felt like I could touch the sky, lost in your come kiss me brown eyes. Never had this feeling before, and here I go. I'm gonna let it roll. Get with my heart, let myself go. Oh, I think I might put a spoon-made ring on the right left hand this time. Can't get control, all I want is more. So I try. Gotta be a better man than I was last night or any night before. I'm gonna tell you what I know. We can flow the river all the way to the sea. For everyone like you, there's someone just like me. Girl, I know you put some kind of a spell on me, and I was hypnotized, mesmerized when you looked at me and smiled. Try not to let it show, girl, you had me from below. Felt like I could touch the sky, lost in your could kiss me brown eyes. Never had this feeling before, and truth be told, I just let it roll. When with my heart let myself go. Oh, I was hypnotized, mesmerized when you looked at me and smiled. Try not to let it show, girl, you had me from below. Felt like I could touch the sky, lost in your could kiss me brown eyes. Never had this feeling before, you rocked my soul, and I let it grow. Mesmerized and hypnotized when you looked at me, my heart let myself go. Try not to let it show, girl, you had me from hello. Pretty brown eyes. Felt like I could touch the sky, lost in your kiss me brown eyes. Never had this feeling before, but here I go. I'm gonna let it roll.
Fantastic, fantastic, guys. Well, we're going to be joined now by Zach with Rogue Media for our sports break. Zach, you with us?
Yes, sir. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Hey, follow that up, man.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Anything that I say isn't going to be as good as that. But I'll
was
at
nice.
least be able to talk a little sports here with you. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, man. What's going on in the sports world?
So a couple things just involving some Texas teams, if you're paying attention. News came out, if you're a basketball fan, that obviously the Luka news, the trade was a big deal here lately. But apparently that wasn't the first deal they tried to move, as they tried to get Anthony Edwards from Minnesota, we find out, and that just didn't work out. The Timberwolves kind of told them no there. That's some news we found out yesterday. In the football world, Myles Garrett, a name that everybody, football fans are familiar with, obviously,
Gig 'em.
Cleveland.
Yep.
And I think a guy that the Cowboys would love to be able to have if he were to become available. I think he mentioned that he wanted to get out of Cleveland. Well, the Browns came out and said that they have no interest in granting that. So we'll see where that kind of leads, and if he ends up staying in Cleveland after all. Because a lot of times, even when teams say that, things can still happen, but some developments there too.
I feel a standoff coming on.
Probably. I
Yeah.
think that's where we're headed. Is like, no, we're not going to give you an extension. You're going to stay here and play. I don't feel like playing here, and we'll see who ends up winning out of that one.
I think draft time will have something to say about that, right?
Absolutely. That's the time then where these teams can obviously, prepare for the future and maybe move some of these picks around, or that's when they're able to get something a little more than just losing Myles Garrett. They can get some draft picks or some players back for it, and maybe that's what makes it sweeter for them. So maybe all he has to do is just bide his time till the draft comes around.
Let's see. It's something for the future, hopefully, for them.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm not a Cleveland Browns fan, so I really could care less. But,
No, I totally get it. I'm looking at it more for the Cowboys fans here who would love for somebody like that to be available. I think that there's still hope.
Can you just imagine Myles Garrett on one side and Micah Parsons on the other?
Ooh, you want to talk about a scary defense.
Let's
exactly.
go.
Quarterbacks
I love
would hate playing in Dallas.
That's right. Zach, thanks for your time this morning. Have a blessed Friday.
Thanks, Chris. You too.
All right. Fantastic. So, the sports fan in me is the reason I don't do a lot of music during the fall. JC knows that. But it's long suffering when it comes to Dallas sports. But appreciate Zach hopping on there with us real quick. Listen, I want to send a couple of shouts out to some folks here locally. Zack Owen. One thing I know about Zach all these years, back with the Zach and Jim show, and of course, rest in peace, Jim. We miss you, brother. And but I know those two. They were all about being active in the community, always bringing great artists to the Central Texas area. Very, very active with various goings on in the community, and they'd always, be very kind to local business leaders. Well, I want to kind of keep that going because there's a couple of business leaders that I want to send a shout out to. First off, the beautiful Miss Mercedes Stovall with Beauty Trends Salon. I told her I'd say hello, and if you haven't ever been to Beauty Trends Salon, you need to go see Mercedes and all her ladies over there. They do a great job. And then my man, Mr. Ray Arias with Ray's Automotive. Ray took care of me in a recent automobile purchase for my 16-year-old daughter. And, Ray does a great job. Has been in business for a long time here locally. So shout out to both of them, and I know they're watching. Listen, guys, we've got about 10 minutes or about 5 minutes left in the show. Brian, you already told us, kind of where you're going to be this weekend. What's your favorite time of the year to be singing? I mean, do you like doing the outdoor shows? Do you like doing more of the indoor intimate settings? What's
Oh,
your...
yeah, indoor and intimate is the way I like it, yeah. Here in Colorado, we get a lot of what you call brunch shows. Right? Sunday brunch.
Yeah.
We show up about 10 o'clock and there's a captive audience. Like that. I like that.
It's interesting that a musician would say he likes something in the morning, because I bet I could count on both my hands how many mornings J.C. Pringle has been happy about being awake.
Got up at 6:45 this morning, man. This is so rock star.
Yeah.
It's all going bad.
I was watching last week when Jim Alvarado, shout out Jim, who stood in for Zach last week, and I'm going blank right now on who he had on Monday morning, but they had to get up at 4:30 in the morning to be here for the show, and that was kind of funny. It's like, yeah, I'm not used to this. This is
dedication.
Who was it? Yeah, Jesse Robb Jr. That's right. So, but yeah, morning. I like the indoor shows. Now, Brian, do you have a full band?
Not anymore now.
Okay, but you've done that before.
Yes.
You've had the full band and lugging around all the equipment all up and down the highways. Yeah.
Different rhythm session guy every night.
Oh, yeah.
for
JC's
us.
famous line is just put a warm body on stage.
Sometimes,
we couldn't find a bass player.
Sometimes that's about all we had.
Yeah. We
Well,
played a lot of shows by the skin of our teeth.
Well, that's one thing that I've always respected about you guys. Any musician that has an ounce of talent in their hands and whatever instrument it is that they play, the true ones, like you guys, you just sit down and you may just met somebody, but that music, that language of music, that as a musician you know the notes and you know that you just put them in a certain order and you can make music with it, and it blows people's minds, and that's the power of music. I say, JC's heard me say this 100 times. Music is the greatest therapy there is. It really is. If you're going through a struggle, you're having a bad day, put on some music. It can lift you up. If you're having the best day ever, roll the windows down and turn up some music. It gets even better. I mean, it's just something about music, and then when you're in that community and you get to do that and put some cool gigs together or whatever it might be, it's just that much more fun. I mean, I think that's the grace of it all. So, no pun intended. I'm a punny guy.
So when you gonna get you an instrument so you can join in on
so
it, man?
here's the
Anything
deal.
but cowbell.
Yeah. So here's the deal.
tambourine.
I've come to the conclusion that God has better plans for me, and He's told me stay in my lane, and I'm totally good with that because it's introduced me to great artists like yourself, JC, and Brian.
I can tell you this, Chris, man, just from how much you've grown, being around, good guys you've always had around you, and, your musical language and being able to think like that, you've become like the best musician I know that doesn't play an instrument.
Well, I appreciate that, man.
You bet.
I remember being on a cruise ship to Alaska several years ago, and they had a really good band playing on that ship, and I told my wife, and of course she's, of course you do. I said, I want to sing with them. And I learned from you the Nashville number system. And, I was able to get up there and just say, hey, y'all know any Josh Abbott? No. Well, do y'all know numbers? Of course. All right, follow me, And we did that, and that was the coolest thing. And I just remember.
Hey, it works, doesn't it?
Yeah. I remember everybody thinking in the audience, they're like, oh, that was so amazing. And we're up there going, yeah, it's kind of just every song, but it was cool. Well, listen, guys, we got enough time for one more song before we sign off. Again, Brian, thank you for coming down, being a part of this. Thank your wife for driving you, You had that rock star treatment, and I won't tell everybody what she calls y'all that she said a while ago when she's booking you guys. But,
it's all right. It's akin to ladies of the night.
Oh,
right.
Something
We'll
about
wear it.
prostituting y'all out, on the show or whatever. So anyhow.
A little bit.
Well, let's get one more song out of you guys,
Redneck?
and then we'll finish up here.
Take your redneck home. All right. So you gonna tell the story about this one?
Well, we're only got a little bit of time, so let's get the song.
I'm just going to let people guess because it's pretty much self-explanatory. This is called Take Your Redneck Home. a wild rock road, a Texas town, a product of my own raising. I might swing first, but I'm never gonna run away. Hates the whiskey, it ain't the smoke, but I'm just that damn crazy, and it blows my mind you ever fell in love with me. So I will dance with you. I love the way it makes you smile, romancing you. But I don't need a reason why. If I believe that I'm gonna get out of line, would you post my bail and take my drunk ass home? Would you post my bail and take your redneck home? City girl with a southern drawl drove the young boys crazy. She had Hollywood dreams, but she settled for half a man. She hates the whiskey, she drinks it all, swears the beast's unchanging. She wants more than what it gets at the shopping mall. So I will dance with you. I love the way it makes you smile, romancing you. But I don't need a reason why. If I believe that I'm gonna get out of line, would you post my bail and take my drunk ass home? If I believe that I'm gonna get out of line, you post my bail and take my drunk ass home? Would you post my bail and take your redneck home? See, pretty self-explanatory.
I think that is pretty self-explanatory. Brian, thank you so much for being on the show, man. I've really enjoyed it, and you and JC are killing it. I tell you what, there's something about two guitars up there, and some of these songs you got going. It's really, really nice. Where people can find all your music on all the major platforms, right?
All the user platforms.
Fantastic.
Brian with an I.
Brian with an I. That's right. Brian, Grace, and thank you again, JC, for hanging out with us. Special thanks to my boy Jeff Aguirre for getting up early this morning and come spending the first hour with us. We enjoyed all of our guests this week. Certainly thank all of our viewers who have tuned in this week while I've stood in for Zack Owen. And finally, Zack, thank you, my friend. I've enjoyed this. I look forward to doing it again. Everybody have a blessed weekend. Take care of yourself. Be a blessing. Be blessed. And thanks for tuning in to the Zack Owen Show.
Starting March 3rd, the Zack Owen Show Live is moving to the Backyard in Waco. The Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill is located at 511 South 8th Street, Waco, Texas, 76706. Come be a part of the live fun. Watch in person or online. March 3rd, 2025, live from the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, Waco. The Zack Owen Show live and in person.
Keep the music playing.